How's it going, everybody? I made a scaffolding for AI. It's really just a markdown file. You drop it in any project, it'll walk you through one shot any project. Makes it really easy. So I'm going to share that with y'all. Pardon the mess. First, you create a folder, open it up, and you drag in this ground truth scaffolding for every project. This is how you start a project. Create its own folder and then drag this in there. I'll leave a link to it after this. Right click, open in terminal, type in your favorite, for me it's Hermes, give that a second to load, boom. Pick your model. I'm picking the most capable and cheapest one. For me it's Minimax M3. And then I just tell it to read that file. Ground truth file. As you can see, I've said that before, so it remembered it. And it's gonna read that file and then walk you through any project. This is a scaffolding that you need. Otherwise, AI is just like a blank slate. It's like giving somebody a blank sheet of paper and saying, do whatever you want with it. That's much harder to work with than having some rules. So we'll give it a second to initialize. It reads it. See, what would you like to do with it? Options I can see. Define the desired outcome for the specific ground truth. Yes. Usually it just asks you what's the desired outcome. You see how it's asking you questions instead of you asking and telling it what to do? I think there's a word for this, like reverse engineering, but this makes it so much easier. What do you want the desired outcome of this project to be? So when it's on GitHub, you all can use it. Just drag and drop the file into any of your projects and go. So now it knows my desired outcome for the project. This is a lot easier than sitting there and just trying to make something up or starting from scratch. This gives you some organization. So let's see what it says. Now it's generating the 25 questions to fine tune. What do you want? It tells you it's recording that. So after every time you do an input, it records it into that file. It gives you a selection with its recommendation. So what kind of GitHub should this be? Static demo. We'll do the recommended slot so everybody can use it as a demonstration and then put it in your own. It recorded it. And it's going to use all these recorded answers throughout your entire project. So it reduces hallucinations, getting off topic, stuff like that. What should the GitHub repo be named? Ground truth is good. Selected one. And this isn't just for Linux. Like I use Linux, but you could drop this file. It's just a markdown file into any of your projects. Windows, Mac. Where should it live? We'll do my personal GitHub. I'll just point everybody to that. I'll make sure it's public though. As you can see, I'm doing this project live. I don't even know what's going to ask me. It just one-shots every project. I'm going to go with other because this itself will be the example. It'll record my answer, then make another question. I tell it to ask 25 questions, but you can adjust the markdown file to ask 10 or 15 questions or 50 if you want. And it'll really fine-tune all the details. It'll ask you stuff you never even thought about that are really good ideas. What files should the contain? It's really focusing on that GitHub, isn't it? Which is fine. This is just a demonstration of like the structure and the scaffolding that'll help you ground basically one shot any project. Short and plain, we'll keep it simple. I've been working with AI for years. I have basically came to this as being like the easiest way to do stuff and the most effective way. Clean template. So it'll provide a clean template for everybody to use. Just drag and drop it in your folder, your project folder, and go. What license should be so everybody can use it? It's free and open source. See how it's asking all these great questions I would have never even thought to ask. It's making AI work for you. Ground truth is the file that we want to give everybody. Writes it down. So it'll use it throughout the project and it won't waver off. Talks about the tags I can use to get everybody who's interested in those subjects. Writes it down. Quick step startup. Yes. Talks about the design of it. Excuse me. Main only. With all these details, like it'll one-shot any project. Unless it's trying to do something insane like solve general relativity or something. I can't even spell general relativity. And see how it's just walking you through every single question about it? It's instead of you having to tell it, it's generating the questions with a recommendation. On multiple choice, you just select one of them. It's the easiest way to do any project. That's fine. The most important thing is that file. And this video is just demonstrating how it works. At the end of this, I'll show you all the projects I've created with each one of their folders. I dragged and dropped that file into it and just went and it worked. We'll keep it simple. Sorry about the camera shaking. I'm not like a professional TikToker or YouTuber. I'm just holding the camera or the phone in my hand. Keep it light. It's pretty much all you'll need anyway, because it's such a simple way to do it. Writes it down. That's fine. The link can be right in there. How should the first commit? Sure. As you can see at this point, it's already asked pretty much all the important questions. It's just trying to come up with something else. But a lot of projects need that detail. It records all the answers and it uses it throughout the entire project. Single line, no big deal. Anyone using the assistant, broadcast matches in project. Who's it for? Boom, it's for everybody. So it even goes over like, how do you want this written? I want it in just plain, simple, easy to read instructions. There you go. We're almost done here. Sorry if the video is a little long, but I wanted to capture the entire experience just so you see everything. All right, so that's all the questions. I don't think there might be one more question. After all the questions, it gives you a summary. It asks you if you want to chunk this into multiple chunks. That's the right thing to do. It does it automatically. You want to divide any project into multiple steps. And that's what this markdown file does, or it makes the AI do. Then it'll feed all the details of each one of those steps in those folders, or those chunk files. It'll reference those chunk files in the ground truth file. So it organizes all your projects automatically. Everything's recorded. It created the chunks, 12 steps. And then I'm gonna type other, and then /goal, complete the chunks. So goal will make it complete the entire project on its own. And if there's any stop, it'll stop and tell you. All right, so I'm gonna set up this, but that's the process. I'll come back. So it finished all the steps. As you can see here, it created all the files it needed. So let's take a look and see how it did. Make this bigger. So we got templates. Ground truth is the source for any project to stop an assistant from guessing, restarting, forgetting, or rebuilding before you approve that direction. That is accurate. This is the file. You can just copy and paste it in any of your folders. As you can see, one shot of this project, and it can do the same for yours.